once again, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time joining me today. Hi, my name is Hannah. I make a lot of different videos here on YouTube, sometimes story time, sometimes tattoo related. It just kind of depends what I'm feeling. I have a lot of beauty videos on my channel too, so if you are new, I definitely recommend that you hop on over to the playlist section of my channel because you are sure to find something for you. You can do that before or after this video, whatever you want to do. But anyway, let's just jump into this video. I don't want to ramble too much, even though it's my best thing. So as you guys read from the title, this video is about kind of a really unfortunate incident that happened with one of my professors at school. So if you don't know, if your school doesn't do things this way, I have half my classes on Monday and Wednesday and the other half on Tuesday and Thursday. So this is one of my Monday and Wednesday classes. I go in there on Monday, sit down with my pals. We start logging into our university account on the computer. And, you know, it's a normal class. It goes by pretty normal. He lectures. We're going through PowerPoints, all this stuff. And at the end of class, he says, okay, this is the end of our review portion of the class. And he did a review portion because this is an intermediate Python class. Okay, so I had the beginner Python class 2 years ago, my freshman year of college. He did the review portion because he knew that a lot of us probably took the beginning class years ago, and we probably didn't remember that much of it. Truthfully, I don't remember much, if at all, like any Python, because I've been doing SQL for like the past year. My mind is just like set in SQL, not in Python. So I was like, thank goodness he's doing this review portion. So this particular class, a Monday class, he says, okay, we're done with the review portion, test Wednesday. I'm sorry, what? Test Wednesday. This professor did not post any exam deadlines or dates on the syllabus, period. He didn't put it on our university website where we have our class information and everything. Nothing on there. Nothing in the classroom discussion forum. Nothing. No prior knowledge that this test would be on Wednesday. So of course, people start freaking out and they're like asking him, like, are you kidding? Like, is this serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm dead serious. It's on Wednesday. So I'm freaking out. My friends are freaking out. I'm like, what the heck? Because in this class, there are two textbooks in this class and 9 PowerPoints on the review section. So anything on this test can be from those 2 books and the 9 PowerPoints. He refused to kind of point us in the right direction. He refused to say, you know, make sure you study terminology, make sure you study this or this. No, he's just like any of it. So obviously me and my friends are freaking out. We're studying like crazy because that's less than 48 hours to study for this test. 9 PowerPoints, 2 books. Everything is basically fair game. So I emailed the professor that night and I'm like, hey, you know, my friends and I'm sure a lot of the class don't feel like this is fair. We would like more than, 24, 30 hours to study for this test. It's a lot of information. My friends work every single day. Like, they don't have time to study this at this point. They can't rearrange anything. They can't ask for that day off. Like, you've kind of sprung this on us crazy, you know? So I send him that. I'm like, would you please consider moving it to Monday? Like, just give us the weekend to study for this. Literally anything, please. So he emails me back and he's like, I don't think it's unfair because you've been exposed to this information. Like, it's review. You've been exposed to it, so you should know it. First of all, you're the one who said we probably didn't remember any of this because we took the class years ago. Second of all, being exposed to something does not mean that you automatically know it. Like, I've been exposed to quantum physics on television. Does that mean I know quantum physics? I've been exposed to like a million episodes of Forensic Files. Does that make me a forensic scientist? No. Just because you've been exposed to something doesn't mean that you know it. That's not true. So I told him that. I said, I don't believe that just being exposed to something means that you know it. I gave examples. I told him, you know, this is just really not cool. Like, I mean, I was obviously very professional in my writing, but this is what I was expressing to him, you know. And so he was basically just like, I'm not moving the test, so y'all can just get over it, whatever. So I emailed the dean because I just don't agree with this at all. I don't see any reason in the world where any professor should be able to give you less than 48 hours to study for a test, a comprehensive test at that. So, you know, I went to the dean and I was like, I explained the situation. I told him, you know, I just want to let you know because I don't feel like these test grades are going to be good, and I don't want to come to you after the fact and sound like someone who just did poorly on a test and now wants to get the professor in trouble. That's not the case. I was like, I just want to let you know, this is the situation. We don't think it's fair. He's refusing to move the test. So just be prepared that we're probably all going to fail. The dean wrote me back and he was like, okay, well, I'll talk to him. He ended up talking to him and he wrote me back another email and he said, he's already said that he'll give you more notice on future tests. So, you know, it's whatever. Y'all should know this because it's review. And I'm like, okay, but at least maybe tell us the week before, hey, y'all are going to have a test next week. Like, what was the point? I don't care what you say. I don't care who you are. This professor knew what he was doing, and he was trying to intentionally sabotage all of our tests for some reason. Like, it would take nothing at all to just say, hey, guys, make sure you're looking over this material because we're going to have a test next week. You know, like, it's not that hard. There's no reason not to do that unless you're just being a vindictive person. There's no reason that any teacher or professor should tell you on Monday that you have a test on Wednesday. No reason. There's no reason, because you know that's not enough time to study. You know that's not enough time to absorb and learn all the information. Like, nobody's going to sit there and every single day study because who knows when there's a test. Nobody's going to do that because they trust you as a professor at a university, that you are doing what's in their best interest and that you will give them prior knowledge or prior information that there's going to be a test. You know? I don't know. Maybe that's just too much common sense. Who knows? Long story short, every single person in that class made a bad grade except for one person. One person made an 85. He had to curve the grades a full 10 points because everyone did so poorly. Shocker. I myself made a 65 because it's impossible to cram. So I made a 65 on that, ended up with a 75 after the curve. This guy that sat in front of me, he like read all the chapters of the books. He studied all the PowerPoints. He made a 50. And this guy who was beside me, who didn't study at all, made a 70. So it's kind of just all over the place, you know? It's just really frustrating because as a student at a university, you trust your professors to kind of lead you in the right way and not try to intentionally screw you over like this guy obviously was doing. Because I'm a senior. I have a 3.6 GPA. I have A's in all my other classes except for that class. So I don't think that it's unreasonable for me to think that this is crazy, you know? And everybody that I've told is like, is that even like allowed? Is that legal? But apparently it is, because he told the dean, I'll give him more notice next time. Like, what is you doing? You know, like, why are you like this? Why are you a crazy person? Why do you want us to fail? Please tell me. So that is this very unfortunate story. Hopefully everyone will do better on the next test because he'll give us actual prior warning for them. Who knows? But thank you guys once again for joining me again today. Leave me a like if you like this video. Comment down below. Tell me if you've ever had a crazy teacher or professor. Tell me your story. And don't forget to subscribe because I make new videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time.